Well, it is never too early for chicken, and this morning we're making it with a nice Italian style. Yeah, for
Indian
breakfast.
style.
Oh, is it? Oh,
We've been talking all morning.
Tandoori style. Italian seasoning or something, no.
You've got the Met brain, I think.
It's not my morning.
We were talking about what kind of chicken all morning. Now we're going into... Edward, change your menu. Sorry.
So they're talking about children regression.
It's me. Says it's been how many days since you went viral, Tommy?
Not again. Edward, please take it away.
In the middle of it all, you're very welcome. So listen, I am actually... I had to toy with the idea of doing an Italian one, but I've decided to do Indian instead.
We're not. We're doing Indian.
I did a little kind of an extra hour on the plane. So I'm going to do a lovely Indian-style chicken. It's a tandoori-style chicken. Now, I'm saying it's a tandoori style as opposed to a tandoori because the purists always write in and say, that's not how you do a tandoori. So it's a tandoori-style chicken. So basically what I'm doing is I'm using the lovely Irish yoghurt, Clonakilty, Kefir natural yoghurt, and I'm going to make a beautiful marinade for the chicken, cook it in that, and then I'm going to serve it in a kind of a convivial-style manner with kind of some naan bread, some rice and some yoghurt. So it's still nice for kind of the early autumn.
The naan bread was a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you not have that with your spaghetti bolognese?
I thought it was garlic bread.
Now, in there, I'm going to put
the auto cue. When am I going to learn? When am I going to learn?
The fundamentals are key. Now, anyway, leave them alone.
Thank you, Ed.
There we
Thank
have
you, Ed.
On with the menu.
On with the menu. Some of the lovely yoghurt in there. I'm going to put some spices. So I've got a little bit of the chilli powder.
Chilli powder.
I've got a little bit of
chilli powder.
garam masala. I'll roast the mouth off you now with it. A little bit of garam masala, and I've got a little bit of turmeric as well. Into that, I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice. So that's the juice of half a lemon I'm going to pop in there. And then what I've got is a couple of the other key aromatics that really work well with marinades. So I've got some lovely ginger, so I'm going to put in some fresh ginger in there, and I've got a couple of cloves of garlic, which I've just roughly chopped. I'm going to give that a little mix around. So I've just put on the glove there, give that a little mix around, and think of that lovely yoghurt marinade as a kind of a key marinade for maybe things like lamb cutlets, for pork chops, or as I said, the chicken piece as well. We're gorgeous on lamb cutlets, really, really nice on lamb cutlets.
Rough garlic? Why not chop them right down?
You could put it, it's not a deal breaker.
That'd be quite big chunks, isn't it?
It is quite big chunks, but when that cooks down, and particularly, remember, we've got the yoghurt, which acts as the kind of a tenderizer that will kind of cook down really nicely. But I just think it just gives the chicken a bit of textural interest, the ginger when it's kind of roasted, and that marinade will be likewise. So into that then, you can just leave it to marinade if you have the time, or what I'm going to do is just put it straight out in the marinade. So I'm using the marinade to kind of to cook the chicken as well, which will work really, really nicely.
Would you leave them in the fridge for a few hours?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have the time, the ones that I have in the oven, I marinated last evening, and they've had the whole night to marinate, and they're just really nice. So there's got a really depth of flavour there. So I'm going to pop that into the oven in just a second. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is a couple of things to go with it. So I've got some lovely cucumber here. So I've just got some thinly sliced cucumber, and I'm going to make almost like what we might understand as a raita sort of thing, just a nice cooling element to that. So I've got some lovely fresh mint just from a pot outside the door just before it starts to head on its merry way to mint heaven for the winter. So just tear in some rough mint in there. Again, because I like a building sense, an incremental sense of spice, I've got a green chilli there. So I'm just going to put half of a green chilli. So I've taken the seeds out. Absolutely. Tis payback time here this morning. Now, that's basically that. But in the chilli, the mint, and also what I've got is I've got another little bit of our yoghurt. And this has the kefir. So again, it has that lovely fermented taste. So again, it'll be nice and sharp and nice and tart. So give that a little mix around. And that's just gorgeous. I mean, think of that with your curries. Think of it even with a lovely kind of a hot stir fry or something. It's really, really gorgeous. Particularly nice now if you just had even a plain fillet of pan-fried salmon, it would be gorgeous with that as well.
A little accompaniment.
A little accompaniment. So what I've got here is I've just cooked up a little bit of rice. OK, so I'm just going to give you a spoon of rice. I've got a little bit of salad. I've got some of the naan bread. And then I'm going to put some of the Indian, not to be confused with the Italian-style chicken, on top of that.
Either way, yeah.
But look at it. what it does is you just get that gorgeous sense of browning in the oven. Look at where the edges of that crisp up, and you've got those lovely curried colours. So I'm just going to pop a couple of pieces of that on the top, just like so, to give you a taste. And then I'm going to use some of our cucumber, which will give you that nice cooling element as well. And then I'm just going to finish it off with a lovely wedge of lime. So what I've done is I've just done a little individual one there for you both this morning, but I'm just, thanks Alan, you might do the waiter.
Pass it on there.
But I'm also going to just do a lovely kind of a large style one as well, where you could just...
as you love that, don't you?
I love
it.
It's my
just
favourite
putting
thing
it
to
on
do.
the middle of the table.
And it was the one thing that COVID took from us, that sense of shared dining. But when I love to have friends around, I love to kind of just put things in the middle of the table, because I like low stress entertaining, because I want to be able to chit-chat with my friends and have the little drop of Eno and all that, as opposed to spending the night in the kitchen. So building it together just like that. I mean, look at how gorgeous something like that would be, and become a kind of that sharing plate. And again, of course, when you're doing any of these authentic global type cuisines, you know, we learn all about culture at the table, don't we, when you get that sense of
and like
food.
you can be talking about where in Italy you want to go on holidays.
Viva Sorrento.
Have you been to Rome? Did you go to Venice?
Yes.
You just get the taste of Lake Garda up there, don't you? It's gorgeous.
You're going down the Nile now on a gondola, Tommy. But anyway, but that's basically it. So think of it in the kind of the larger style as well. But isn't it lovely? A lovely combination of flavours.
Just needs a bit of spaghetti on the side.
Yeah,
Perfect.
And the old passata.
Edward, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edward. Now, Muireann,
what?
You're missing out on the grub. It's yum. But you've got our next guest with you.
Sempre bellissima. Ciao, grazie mille. Ivan, Italian. Did you have a bit of Italian for us?
I go to Tommy's restaurant anyway, because it sounds like you get anything. You get garlic bread and Indian.
Do you know when you were a kid, you loved a bit of a pick and mix? You know, you buy one of those lucky bags, you never know what you get with Tommy. It's fantastic. Listen, I know we're going to be getting messages, but you leave Tommy alone.
Yeah.
Just leave him.
It's not fair.
Leave him alone. We're not going to be eating away. He doesn't care.